A few weeks ago, a worried mother came to my clinic and said, Doctor, my child is always tired. He snores loudly at night. He keeps falling sick and he always breathes through his mouth. She paused and added, But doctor, he doesn't look very sick. That one sentence tells me a lot. Many children with adenotonsillitis don't look seriously ill, but their body is quietly struggling. I'm Dr. Spurti Itigi, ENT specialist at Sankalpa Multi-Speciality Hospital, and today let's understand a very common but often misunderstood condition in children, adenotonsillitis. First, let's understand what we're talking about in very simple terms. Tonsils are the two soft tissues you can see at the back of the throat. Adenoids are similar tissues, but they sit behind the nose, so you can't see them directly. They are like a security guard for a child's body. When germs enter through the nose or mouth, these tissues try to stop them. In young children, they are active and that's normal. The problem starts when these security guards are overworked. Repeated infections, frequent colds, and poor drainage can make the tonsils and adenoids stay enlarged all the time. So instead of shrinking back, they remain swollen and inflamed. That's when we call it adenotonsillitis. Now, this is where parents start noticing changes because adenoids sit behind the nose and enlarged adenoid blocks nasal breathing. So the child starts breathing through the mouth, snoring loudly at night, sleeping restlessly. During the day, the child may feel tired, look dull or irritable, have difficulty concentrating, and fall sick often. Parents often say, Doctor, my child sleeps for many hours but still looks tired. That's because the quality of sleep is poor, not the quantity. Good quality sleep is extremely important for children. Why? Because when breathing is disturbed at night, the child's growth hormone release is affected, immunity becomes weaker, and attention and learning suffer. So, adenotonsillitis doesn't just affect the nose or throat, it affects the child's overall growth and development. At this point, as parents, what should you observe for? Watch out for symptoms like loud snoring almost every night, mouth breathing even during the day, frequent throat infections, difficulty in swallowing, nasal speech, that is speaking through the nose, bedwetting in some children. If several of these are present together, it's time to look deeper. Normally, parents wait for too long because symptoms develop slowly, there is no constant fever, and the child manages somehow. They hope the child will outgrow it. Sometimes that happens, but not always. When a child comes to us, we don't rush into decisions. We evaluate the throat, the nasal passage, the ear, and take a thorough sleep history. Sometimes we may need to do an X-ray to see the adenoids or use a small camera to assess the size of the adenoids. The aim is simple: to understand how much these tissues are affecting the breathing and sleep. What to do if your child has adenotonsillitis? Mild cases can be treated with medication, controlling of allergy, and following a wait-and-watch policy. However, surgery is considered when the infections are very frequent, breathing is severely affected, sleep quality is poor, growth or learning is impaired, the child is missing out on school, and not showing any response to the medication. Okay, that's when we say yes, the child needs adenotonsillectomy. Now, what is adenotonsillectomy? Surgical removal of the adenoids and tonsils is called adenotonsillectomy. It is a common, safe procedure done under general anesthesia to improve breathing, improve sleep, reduce infections. After surgery, parents often tell us, Doctor, my child sleeps better, breathes better, and feels much better. Here at Sankalpa Multi-Speciality Hospital, we perform cobblator-assisted adenotonsillectomy, which decreases intraoperative bleeding, post-operative pain, and has a shorter hospital stay. Let me end with one more important thought. Children don't always complain clearly. They show problems through behavior, sleep, and energy levels. If your child snores loudly, breathes through the mouth, and falls sick often, don't ignore it. Early evaluation makes treatment simpler and helps your child breathe, sleep, and grow better.